We are on the road to Clash in Paris. SummerSlam has come and gone, and I have more questions 24 hours later. Let's talk about it right here in Alyx's World. Hello all and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host Alyx, just Alyx, and this is your post SummerSlam Monday Night Raw discussion, review, whatever you want to call it, recap. Let's talk about it. So, I'm still not feeling it. Something feels off. I don't know, y'all. It's hard to explain this feeling I have for WWE right now. It's not like I was expecting much from SummerSlam. There were some things that exceeded my expectations. There were some things that met my expectations. There are things that did not meet my expectations. But it was a middle-of-the-road show overall for the 2 weeks. The thing is, what I have right now, this feeling I have right now, is something I've been feeling for months now. Triple H is somebody that I've always pumped up. I've come up here and said this man is a genius. He knows what he's talking about. He's always 10 steps ahead of everybody else. And even though we are watching something, at face value, we might not think it's all that great, but 6 weeks or 6 months from now, it's one of the greatest things. Because we let it breathe. We gave it time. And that was my philosophy with NXT, Black and Gold. When it first started, all these things that first start aren't as hot. Are there some things that start off hot? Absolutely. Nakamura, for example. Samoa Joe, for example. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. They start off red hot. There are some things that take a while to grow. The Undisputed Era, for example. Velveteen Dream, for another example. I just kind of feel like, I don't know, as of lately, these long-term stories aren't paying off as well as we're hoping. The John Cena heel turn, to me, overall, was a bust. Not because of The Rock not being there, but because it led to nothing. Like, he turned heel to win the 17th championship, lost it back to Cody Rhodes, and now he's about to feud with Brock Lesnar. And you're sitting here like, what was the point of turning him heel? Right? If the whole plan was to have him beat Cody to win the 17th title, be a heel while doing it, and then lose it back to Cody, not putting anyone over, like, to me, I envisioned Cody Rhodes not being the one to end his reign. I was thinking like an LA Knight, maybe even a Seth Rollins cashing in, or Roman Reigns be some hell. And R-Truth, Ron Killings. Like, I was thinking Cena was going to put someone else over on his way out. Instead, Cena has a run, doesn't really put anyone else over. He elevated R-Truth somewhat, but his entire reign didn't really amount to much. Just lost it back to Cody in their next match. Match was excellent. Awesome match, by the way. The best John Cena match we've seen since AJ Styles. His feud with AJ Styles. But now it's like, all right, he's going to fight Brock Lesnar. Okay? Is that it? Are we not going to use John Cena for anything else? That doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't elevate anyone. Okay, John Cena requested it. To me, the whole purpose of, in my opinion, a legend having his last run is to elevate the roster. Brock Lesnar and John Cena in 2025 does nothing for me. It does literally nothing for me. I do not care. I just do not. What, we're going to have Brock Lesnar destroy John Cena again? Or even worse, we're going to have John Cena beat Brock Lesnar. What the fuck? But it's not just the WWE Championship scene. It's other championships, like the New Day. I'm thinking like they had one of the best heel turns, best storylines at the end of December last year, and they're nobodies. They literally went nowhere with that heel turn. They won the tag team titles, yes, but what did it amount to? A 70-day reign? Io Sky beats Rhea Ripley, doesn't defend the belt at all during her reign, and then loses it to Naomi at Evolution. Loved Evolution. Classic pay-per-view. Maybe the best pay-per-view all year. I don't know, man. It doesn't really feel right to me. Becky Lynch beats Lyra. I was thinking, okay, we're going to turn Lyra heel. Have her fight Bayley. I don't know if that's what they want to do now, because Lyra just told Bayley, I'm not your enemy, I'm not your friend, I'm nothing to you. So I'm like, what? Like, that's a mid-card feud right there for the women's division. Lyra as a heel would be great. And instead of maybe doing something with that, now we're just kind of left in limbo. Like, so we're not going to do anything with that? Also, Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch. Why? Why? What? Okay, Nikki Bella is back to have one last run. She hasn't won a match since she's been back. Matter of fact, she was eliminated in the Battle Royal. She didn't even make the last, the last four or five? What did she do to warrant a shot at Becky's title? Besides being Nikki Bella. I don't know, y'all. Like, something's off. It doesn't really feel like the stories are tightening up. They feel sporadic. Nothing's hitting. Right? The Seth Rollins storyline, at least that has some legs. I'm excited to see where that goes. It's looking like we're going to get Seth and LA Knight first. Then we'll get CM Punk and Seth, Hell in a Cell, hopefully. And then we're going to end with Roman and Seth. That seems to be the ultimate destination for Survivor Series, if I'm not mistaken. And then Sami Zayn will win the Royal Rumble. We'll do Seth and Sami at WrestleMania. So there's a clear vision. See what I did there? For Seth Rollins. But outside of that, everything else just feels meh. Like, I'm not sure what the hell they're going to do with Cody Rhodes. I'm still trying to figure out why they gave the belt back to Cody. Because if Brock is gonna fight John Cena, who the hell is Cody Rhodes gonna fight? Drew McIntyre? No, thank you. That has no legs to it whatsoever. I guess that's not true, because Drew did pin Cody, but I'm not interested. No, thank you. Maybe Aleister Black, if you haven't beat Damian Priest. Why did they give Cody the belt back? At least, if Cody had lost, you would have still had a story for him to get the belt back, right? Maybe you turn Randy Orton heel. You could do that, I suppose. A heel Randy Orton versus Cody. I'm trying to piece it together. Y'all gonna have to help me. It's weird because when Triple H was writing for NXT, you felt like there was a direction for everybody. Every piece of the card had something going on, right? Their tag team division was fire. The women's division was fire. The mid-cards were fire. The main event was outstanding. I called NXT the True A Show for what? 10 years straight, if that? Not even 10 years straight. 2014 till about 2020, so 6 years. 6 years, right? I don't even know if I can even call the main roster their A show anymore. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. That's it. Is the wrestling good? Wrestling's great. In-ring action is the best it's been for the main roster in a while, but here's the problem with that. Wrestling is great across the board. The in-ring action, wrestling quality is at its peak more than ever. And it's been that way for the last, 5 years? AEW has pushed the limit on wrestling matches. And ever since then, it's forced WWE to raise their game. Which is great. You want that. But it feels like across the board, no matter what you watch, wrestling is good. But it all feels the same. Right? And when everybody is good, nobody is. Does that make sense? So, just having good wrestling, that's not going to do it for me. WWE needs to stand out with characters and storylines. That's something WWE has been known to stand out with. And coming out of SummerSlam, I don't really know if there's anything that stands out in WWE that's worth our attention. So, you guys tell me, like, what is standing out to you right now with WWE? Like, what do we have currently, storyline-wise, that is gripping you? Like, oh, I gotta watch WWE. Because right now, nothing's really doing it for me. Sure, Seth Rollins' storyline, the vision, what the potential of that looks like, sure. I guess it'll be that. But, I mean, look at the women. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, their tag team championship run. I mean, it's cute, but am I clamoring to see more with it? No. The tag team divisions, Raw has no tag team division. SmackDown, I mean, yeah, it's probably the best thing on SmackDown, but I'm not going out of my way looking for tag team wrestling. The women's divisions, Naomi is great, but like, there isn't like a feud that holds my interest right now. SmackDown, I don't know what the hell they're going to do with the SmackDown women's division. There's nothing there. It's a weird period right now. It's just weird. It also doesn't help that we're still promoting John Cena and Brock Lesnar in 2025. I guess that's also what's getting on my nerves. It's like, it's 2025, and we're still doing John Cena and Brock Lesnar. So this is the part where I have to come out and say, I wish John Cena was still champion, and I wish he was still a heel champion. Because now we're just doing John Cena and Brock Lesnar, and I'm not interested. Is anybody interested in that? At least with John Cena as a heel, that was a fresh coat of paint. We haven't seen it before, and it would have been something to keep my interest. Now I'm like, I do not give a fuck. I do not care. I hope you guys are seeing where I'm coming from.
Nia Jax also going to NXT for some reason.
They got Nia Jax on NXT when she was a better women's champ than Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. Like, the John Cena heel turn has been carrying me. That's the one thing that's been carrying me for the last quarter since WrestleMania. Now that that's not here, ain't much to the shows. Ain't much to it. I hope they come up with something on Friday Night SmackDown. But, like, what do we have? There isn't much intrigue. We're just in a weird position right now. I hope something happens. I really do hope something happens on Friday Night SmackDown to win me over, because there's nothing currently that I'm clamoring for. Carleen Williams says she just got home from Monday Night Raw tonight. Okay, well, let us know how you feel about it. We'll talk about it. So before we get to Raw, 2 pieces of news that we will get into. Karrion Kross's contract status. As of right now, he still hasn't signed a contract. But they did not tell him that it's expiring. This comes from Fightful Select. They essentially said, yes, it's expiring this weekend, but they didn't get the notice that it is expiring. So maybe that's a sign they're going to resign. And then the latest on Brock Lesnar and what's in store for him. Apparently, John Cena. That's all we got so far. But, all right, thank you all so much for joining me here. We're going to go ahead and move things along. We're going to talk about wrestling news. We're going to get into Monday Night Raw. But before we do that, we got to plug. We got to plug the partnership. We got to talk to the people, do the shout-outs, and then recap this crazy weekend of Super Chat Championships, international and world. So, without further ado, if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your edit help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate after the fact. You can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord. Follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok. Why? Because I'm the tickest of the talkers. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on you. Can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alex guy? Then join the club. Get your I'm Just Alex guy t-shirt. Hop the press. Also, get you an old school Advertisement t-shirt. Get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, and many, many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned. Join the cause. Expand the brand today, right here in Alex's World. Shout out to Dokkio for being the partners of today's stream. If you are disorganized like me, and you're too lazy to get organized, why don't we get an AI tool to do it? What you say? What you say that AI tool's name was? An AI tool that can organize your emails, organize your files, report on any missing items that you could be missing that you don't know that you're missing. Maybe you want to have a tool that can look back through your history and find something that just, oh wait, I did do that. You know what you need? Dokkio. Let's get a quick word from them before we get to some shout out. This broadcast is partnered by Dokkio. Look, I won't lie to you. I suck at staying organized. I've made so many thumbnails and scripts that I can't even tell you where half of them are anymore. And the worst part, I always realize I need them right in the middle of creating or editing something. I've literally had to recreate entire files from scratch because it was faster than finding the original. And that's where Dokkio comes in. Dokkio is basically an AI personal assistant that finds and collects all your files across multiple platforms, whether it's Google Drive, Dropbox, Gmail, OneDrive, you name it, and it gives you one clean, organized workspace. It doesn't just show you where your files are, it understands what they are and organizes them accordingly. In my case, it's good to have something that organizes my thumbnails, in case I need to go back to reuse them for future broadcasts. So if your digital life is a hot mess like mine, do yourself a favor. Go to trydokkio.com/Alyx. Once you see how fast and easy it is to find your stuff, you won't want to go back. So don't wait. Sign up for Dokkio and get organized today. Thank you all so much for joining me for this lovely live stream. Should have love to the Mod Squad, who had a very, very busy weekend. Ultra, Shiny 97 5-star heart, Alyx, Demon, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Khalil does everything. Huh? Wait, did Lynn, Danger, Teflon Don, the Mod Father, Zeno, Enigma, and of course Big MGM, because they help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Please be sure y'all like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Last night, we had one of the biggest, greatest, most memorable battles in all of Super Chat history. The storyline of the century, 3 Diglets versus Corp CA, finally came to a head. But when it was all said and done, 3 Diglets came out on top for the last time as your Super Chat champ. 3 Diglets is retiring. He has announced that he is officially retiring from Super Chats, or at least Super Chat Championships. So, the last time you will see his name beneath this belt will be Clash in Paris. We will be crowning a new world champ at Clash. As for the secondary belt, Corp CA is your new international champ, and check this out. He will be defending it every week on SmackDown. So, you don't have to wait till the pay-per-view to win this belt. You just need to show up on Friday Night SmackDown to win it. Now, just so we're clear, there will be some times where I won't be here live on Fridays. We'll gauge that. There will be times I'll have to come up here on Saturdays to do SmackDown. But for every SmackDown review, you will have an opportunity to win this international championship, starting this week. So if you want a shot at Corp CA, you know what you got to do. So I'm very excited to see how things turn out. But keep this in mind. If you do win the international championship, you will have to defend it every week. Every week. So if you don't want to do that, your best shot is to win the world title, where you get to defend it once a month. But that world title, though, we got some big dogs coming for that world title. Although Corp CA is a bigger dog. He's a big dog in a big yard. I'm excited about that. Let's see how that goes. Who's here? Who we got here in this lovely live chat? I see SD Kai. SD Kai did some awesome donations last night. I appreciate him. Your goatness, Lauren Biggs. Angel says, in my opinion, Cena's heel run peaked at Chamber. 10 out of 10 moment. After that, it just nosedived into mediocrity. Not terrible, but nowhere near one of the greatest heel turns of all time. I disagree. The initial heel turn was great. When you said heel runs, heel run, sure, I'll give you that one. But the heel turn is up there as one of the greatest. JB Snackin'. I was curious why JB Snackin' didn't go for the world title last night. Will JB Snackin' go for it this month, knowing that 3 Diglets would not be there? Curious, JB Snackin'. That world title looks scrumptious. Scrumdiddlyocious. Will you be smacking on it? We'll have to see. Shadow Stars in his house. Trey Lucado. JW. He says he liked the video. Thank you so much. I see Aaron Teagle, former international champ himself. Ronwell Nagales. Wildcat 3322. Dawsey Chatham, YouTube member Dawsey Chatham. Carlene Williams. Eddie Lamb. Music. The Music Man. I'm still standing. Yeah. Good to have you here. Eddie Lamb Music. June Heat. I also see Joe Redondo. Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime. Autobots, roll out. 12-13. Let me see here. Asuna Luna. Good to have you here. Let me see. Who else is here? Joe Shipley. Bryce Blackwell. James Lynch. Interesting name. Something does indeed feel off about WWE and its weekly shows. I can't put it together either. What else we got? JB Snacking was like, gotta respect the 3 goats. Gotta respect the GOAT, 3 Diglets. But now that belt is free, it's looking scrumdiddlyocious. Will it look great around your waist, though? We'll find out at Clash in Paris. Apparently, Eddie Lance Music's Real American cover is at 9,000 views. Wow, congratulations, dude. I'm happy for you. You deserve it. All right, we're going to end the shout-outs with Sean Swaby. Baby! Thank you all so much for being here. Let's go ahead and move things along. If I don't say your name, it's not because I hate you. You'll get plenty of more chances as long as you show up right here in Alex's World. Let's get right to it. Brock Lesnar made his return at SummerSlam, and it was shocking to everybody. Fightful Select put out a report. We're going to read it and respond to it. Says here, Lesnar returned at WWE SummerSlam after not being on WWE TV in over 18 months after being named in the lawsuit against WWE and Vince McMahon alleging trafficking. SEX trafficking, among others. While Lesnar is not a defendant and isn't accused of the harsher actions, he's been off TV since early 2024. When the lawsuit was filed in January 2024, WWE pulled him from the Royal Rumble, and his planned match against Duda was canceled. A WWE source at the time told us that Lesnar would not be back anytime soon, and the company and WWE 2K went to time and expense to largely remove him from that game. Contrary to misinformation, Brock Lesnar has always remained on the WWE roster. He just wasn't showing up, I guess. Fightful learned Saturday that the John Cena versus Cody Rhodes main event was being kept very quiet, even from writers, producers, staff, and production crew. As of this evening, a number of those same people still hadn't heard anything about Brock Lesnar and assumed that The Rock was going to make an appearance. Now that's interesting. That's interesting that we were all thinking like, all right, I have a feeling that The Rock's showing up. Well, somebody showed up. Wasn't Rock, it was Brock. It was believed that Brock was flown into Minnesota and then Teterboro private on Saturday private, and that Lesnar was hid throughout the day. Some of the staff started to make their way near the stage to start filming things midway through the main event. Brock Lesnar was backstage at 9:15 p.m. Eastern during the main event. Sources backstage that we spoke to said that they could tell something was up based on what people weren't saying as opposed to what was said. Virtually all the media suspected this is related to why WWE has moved away from press conferences. Dozens of media traveled into town for the show and weren't told this was the case until Saturday. Wow. Fightful has reached out to a number of WWE execs and spokesmen for an official comment on Lesnar or the legal situation. There has been no clearing of wrongdoing, but he isn't actively being sued or prosecuted. We've also asked if Brock Lesnar's return is permanent or if this is a one-off. This is all we heard. He is being planned for a program with John Cena, who is heavily factored into SmackDown this month. That's all we got. That's all we got. Well, here are my thoughts. As I said last night on SummerSlam, whether he's here or not, it's whatever. Brock Lesnar was the least of my worries when it came to that lawsuit with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was the centerpiece of that, along with Joe Laurinaitis. So as long as they don't come back, I do not give a fuck. You want to bring Brock back? Bring him back. If Brock's going to come back, he needs to put over Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu, Bronson Reed. He needs to be back to make the roster look good. He doesn't have to lose every match. He shouldn't lose every match. But if he's going to be here, I don't want to see him fight Cody Rhodes and John Cena again. Fuck that. I don't want to see him fight Seth Rollins again. Fuck that. I don't even want to see him fight CM Punk again. Fuck that too. I want to see Brock Lesnar fight new talent. Gunther. He's got to fight Gunther. You name him. You name the people that you want him to fight. But I do not want to see him fight Roman again. I don't want to see him fight anybody he's already fought. Give me somebody new. That's it. If we're not bringing Brock back to put over the roster, keep his ass at home. I do not care to see another rematch between someone he's already fought. No, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. The fact that we're even doing a John Cena and Brock Lesnar feud already makes me sick. I want him to come in and fight Jacob, Braun, Bronson, and then Obafemi. I want Obafemi to end Brock's career. I want Obafemi to debut. In his first match, I need him to end Brock's career. Because that big son mama bitch needs to come in hot. Whoo! Dum dum. Dum dum. Dum dum. Whoo! Whoo! The ruler! That's who needs to beat Brock Lesnar. I want to see Brock Lesnar fight Penta. I want to see Brock Lesnar fight Chad Gable. Yeah, you fucking heard me. Yeah, you heard me. You got a problem with Chad Gable? Too goddamn bad. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, as much as WWE wants to make him a big marquee and do marquee matches with him, Brock, how old is Brock? Brock ain't got that much time left. All right, he's either as old as Cena or he's getting up there. How old is Brock Lesnar? He's 48 years old. He's just as old as John Cena. He's just as old as John Cena. I'm over it now. He needs to come in, put people over, and go the fuck home. I'm over this, man. I think we have him here. He puts over talent. And cool. On his way out, we'll give him a retirement match, a retirement tour. And then that's it. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar again after this. I don't want to see him go to AEW. Fuck all that. No. There ain't a lot of dream matches left with him. After Brock Lesnar loses to Gunther, after he loses to Obafemi, after Jacob Fatu beats him, you gotta have Jacob Fatu beat him. He better not beat Jacob Fatu. That's about it. That's it. I'm good. He can stay home. Give him a Legends contract. Have him make an appearance here and there. Thank you, Brock. I don't know why we're spending all this time on Brock Lesnar. I don't know why we're hoping that this guy's going to be like the top of the food chain. Man, look. Someone just said it. Brock Lesnar versus Ilya Dragunov. Woo! Now that's the kind of match I look forward to seeing. Give me that. Girl, give me that. Oh. But don't give me Brock versus Cena, Brock versus Cody, Brock versus Randy, Brock versus Seth, Brock versus CM Punk, Brock versus... Who else has he fought before that's still in the main roster? Has he ever fought Sheamus? Brock versus Damian Priest? No, thank you. I don't want to see Brock versus AJ Styles. Brock versus Dominic Mysterio? Yes! We never got that match. I want it. Oh, I want it. I want Brock versus... Because check this out. Dominic Mysterio was supposed to have a feud with Brock Lesnar going into WrestleMania. He was supposed to eliminate Brock Lesnar, and then Brock was supposed to destroy him at Chamber in 2024. We gotta do that. Nope. We're doing it. Brock versus Dominic. It's gotta happen. Brock versus Rusev. Absolutely. Brock versus Rusev is great. See, fresh matches. No repeats. Fuck this John Cena versus Brock Lesnar bullshit. Who wants to see that? Nobody. Lauren Biggs, you want to see that? No. Joseph Winston, you want to see that? No. Brock versus Sami Zayn. I'm there. Fuck yeah. Give Sami the belt, have him fight Brock Lesnar. Ooh. Fuck yeah. There we go. If Kevin Owens gets back and he's healthy, Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens. I'll take that. If Karrion Kross resigns and they actually give him a legit push, Brock Lesnar versus Karrion Kross. Absolutely. Anything else would be great. Don't do the usual with Brock, please. So, give me your thoughts. What matches would you like to see from Brock Lesnar while he's here? Karrion Kross. Let's talk about Karrion Kross. So, here's the update from Fightful Select when it comes to Karrion Kross. He says, Fightful Select has learned from sources backstage at WWE Raw that Karrion Kross and Scarlett are not at Raw and aren't planned for the show. Beyond that, we've learned an update on their contract status. Fightful Select is told by a WWE higher up that Kross and Scarlett's deals are up this weekend and that a new WWE deal hasn't been offered to either of them. However, to our knowledge, they weren't informed that their contracts would be set to lapse. Dun dun dun. We will continue to monitor the situation. To be continued. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. I think he's gone. I think they're done with him. Triple H brought all these talents back in 2022, maybe 2023, thinking that, all right, they still have that NXT smell to them, that new NXT car smell. And I was thinking that, for me, hold on for a minute. I saw that donation. I'm going to let that donation play. I was thinking maybe they would have done something with him in 2023 when he confronted 2022, when he confronted Roman Reigns. I was hoping that there was a long-term game with him. I don't know anymore. I'm happy that he got to do some things. He got to work with the Wyatt Six. He got to at least work with Drew McIntyre, get a win over him. But you can tell over time they started to lose faith in him. They didn't want to do much with him. And that is disappointing. It's disappointing for me because you see him and you know that he's a great talent. And he's trying so hard, right? He's a team player. Whatever they give him, he works with. Doesn't complain. You want me to be a heel? I'll be a heel. Okay, you want me to play the Joker to Sami Zayn's Batman? I'll do that. Wherever you give me, I'm going to make the most out of it. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. He tried to R-Truth it, right? He tried to be that guy that would always have a job because whatever they needed him to do, he'll do. Look where that got him, though. Look where that got him. Look what that got him.
I hope the Hardy Boys come to WWE.
I hope so too, Love Girl. Thank you for that massive $50 donation that did not play, by the way. I don't know why our Streamlabs did not catch that $50, but she donated $50. Hopefully it plays later. It says, I hope WWE stays forever. Me too. Me too. I hope it stays forever. But Love Girl 788 over here dropping bombs on the stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. But I don't know. It's like, sure, was Karrion Kross great inside the ring? No. That was never his character. He was never somebody that was known for his in-ring ability, right? He was never going to be known as that guy that was going to come in and have 5-star classics. He didn't need to be. He was a storyteller. Even on NXT, his matches were whatever, right? But still, like, it's crazy to me. For me, it's crazy when this dude was given the mega push. I'm talking like fucking Goldberg levels mega push on NXT. And they don't even give him a shot. You know what I mean?
If you are wounding where our truth is, he is on tour and he made a new album.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, Love Girl. Appreciate that. I guess Love Girl is just going to donate to me all night. Go for it. I'm not going to stop you. Keep donating. Again, I don't know why your $50 donation didn't play, but your $10 and $20 played. The fuck? Hold on. Let me see if I can go back and see what happened here. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why the $50 didn't play. It didn't register with Streamlabs. That is so weird. Anyways. Yeah, it's like they didn't even give him a shot on the main roster. Right? He came in looking like Shredder when Vince McMahon was there. Then he lost his job. Then he brought him back. Gave him another shot on the main roster, and he just never connected. Never got off the ground with it. Gave him AOP. I don't know.
The highlight tonight was Becky torching Nikki.
Oh, tell me about it. Ain't that the truth? That was definitely the highlight of the night. But I'm upset that right where it feels like he's finally getting his footing on the main roster, with this character, this devil on people's shoulders, this Mephisto persona, right? It feels like, all right, we finally got something. Fans are invested in this with Scarlett too. Now they're like, all right, let's get rid of him. Because fans are cheering him on. They're like, we want Kross. They want him. They're willing to pay for him, so fuck it, right? I don't know. I've been having this feeling that they don't want him no more. They don't want him. They're gonna let him go. And if he gets let go, he's going to TNA. I do not see him going to AEW. I'm sorry. I do not see him working out in AEW. AEW will be like, no. The fuck? He can't wrestle. He's not a Will Ospreay who can do 50 cartwheels before diving outside with a tope con hilo, spinning like a top, and then landing on his feet, and then doing more crisscross applesauce cross dives. I don't know.
Joe Hendry should be John Cena last match.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I also believe in Love Girl 788, who is donating her ass off. Homegirl got paid tonight. Hey, I like it though. I like it. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what to say. I think he might be gone, if I'm being honest with you.
We honestly don't know about Kross's situation.
Me either. So apparently, Streamlabs is not catching all my super chats and it's pissing me off. SD Kai also donated $4.99. He says, "Love Girl for the new championship. I am worried that WWE is slowly declining in loyalty. It will soon backfire badly, I believe. Who knows?" Thank you for that donation, SD Kai. I'm so sorry that Streamlabs didn't catch it. What the fuck? Anyways, yeah, I think... I would love for them to re-sign him, but if they re-signed him, what is he going to do? Right? Who's he going to feud with? I would love to see him fight Cody Rhodes, but he's not going to beat Cody. So I have a feeling he might be on his way out. They got nothing for him. And that sucks. It really does suck. I'm not trying to be facetious or anything. I mean it. Like, this man busted his ass. He busted his ass to get to where he is, only for them to be like, "Nah, bro, sorry about your damn look." He should have a job for life. Let me just end it with that. He should stay with WWE. He should have programs, but creatively speaking, WWE hasn't been doing much. I mean, look at the roster now. Like, they haven't been doing much creatively, if I'm being honest with you. It hasn't been all that great. And I'm not trying to be mean to Triple H or anything like that, but they haven't been cooking. It hasn't been firing on all cylinders, if I'm being honest with you. Y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. So, if he's not going to be given much to work with, then yeah, he needs to go ahead and hit the hay. Thank you, Kross, for everything that you've done. Good luck to you in all your future endeavors. If he stays, awesome, but I don't think he is. I think he's gone, and that sucks. But what you gonna do? Give me your thoughts about Karrion Kross. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. So this will probably be the quickest, and I mean quickest, review.
This might be a close to the best contract deal.
Why though? Why? I'm not saying they can't do that, but he's not even that important to be doing that stuff with. It's just how I feel about it. They opened up the show with Seth Rollins' group, who's still getting cheered. They're supposed to be the heels. Can we talk about that? Like, they're supposed to be villains, but the crowd loves them. I have a serious problem with that. Like, no one wants to boo Braun Breaker. No one wants to boo Seth Rollins. They'll boo Paul Heyman because that's fun. But even Bronson Reed gets cheered. So it's like, they feel miscast so badly. But whatever. Their name is called The Vision. Thank you. I heard that they were going to be called The Empire, which is garbage. The Vision, chef's kiss. It makes so much more sense. It makes so much more sense to call themselves The Vision. I love it. LA Knight came out, challenged him rightfully so to a world title match because he pinned him at Saturday Night's main event. So that was the right move there. But yeah, it was already kind of weird. going in, because I'm like, all right, so Seth faked his injury, but he lost to LA Knight, so I guess he's going to have to fight him when he comes back. But he also has CM Punk to contend with, and then Roman Reigns, so what are we doing here? It looks like we're doing all of it. We're just going to do all those feuds in the next few months, I guess. Let's see how that goes, if you know what I mean. So let's see here. We got, I believe, a tag team title match, right? No, Dominic Mysterio's backstage, and they run into Latino World Order, runs into AJ Styles. AJ Styles says, I still want a piece of that ass. Pause. Then we did Rusev versus Sheamus. Match was as good as their previous ones. This one ends in a DQ because, well, double count out, so no contest, I guess. No contest. But they brawled, they beat the piss out of each other, and they fought throughout the night, so there's going to be some kind of a stipulation match for them at the pay-per-view. Cool. They fought literally segment to segment to segment. Rusev punched Sammy in one of the segments, so they're doing Sammy and Rusev next week. Cool. I guess. Penta took on Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller is the new spokesman for the New Day, who's grieving losing their tag team titles. Okay. Penta beats him with the Canadian Destroyer. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then Penta humiliates, makes fun of the New Day. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Okay. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair come out. They banter. Then they're interrupted by Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. And guess what? They have a match. A rematch from SummerSlam. And Judgment Day lose again. Okay. I am liking Charlotte and Alexa. This is really good. It's making us actually want to get behind Charlotte. Go figure. Backstage, Damage Control is talking about Io and Rhea. Rhea walks in. Io says, hey, I'm getting a title shot. And Rhea's like, okay, well, you get to fight me if you win the belt. And Io's like, hey, bitch, you'll never beat me. Literally, that's literally how the segment went. I'm not joking. That's literally how the segment went. Nothing else to really say about that. Let me say her. I think after this, it was Lyra and Bayley, right? Yeah, Bayley's backstage, and Lyra's like, no, leave me alone. I'm not your friend. I'm not your enemy. I'm not tan to you. Don't just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just stop dogging me around. I miss Michael Jackson. Anyways, so we're going to see where this goes. It looks like they're going to have a program, but I'm not too sure who's the heel or the babyface yet. I'm hoping that it's Lyra and not Bayley. After that, I think it was Dominic Mysterio, right? Dominic Mysterio versus Dragon Lee. Dominic's wrestling like a luchador. He is wrestling like a luchador now, which I like. Really enjoy that. But he's still doing that lie, cheat, and steal. He needs to lie, cheat, and steal that AAA World title from Vel Hijo del Vikingo. One more time. El Hijo del Vikingo. By the way, there were like three El Grande Americanos that show up. So we got uno El Grande Americano. Dos El Grande Americano. Tres. So I'm assuming the first one was, I don't know, was that Ludwig Kaiser? Second one was Pete Dunne. And number 3, the fuck, was that Chad Gable? I think that one was Chad Gable, right? I don't even know anymore. Maybe. Y'all tell me. I lost count. AJ Styles runs down. He's like, nope. Sami Zayn backstage gets hit by Rusev. Poor baby. Oh, Lord. Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella. Let's talk about it. Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Someone said the third one was Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate? Tyler Bate. Nah. Probably. We're gonna have to see. Nikki Bella going after the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Why? Oh, she's not gonna win. I don't give a fuck. Why? Who asked for this shit? And she gets out there and they give her a microphone. Oh my god. And then she tries to sound like she's cooking Becky. She tells Becky, hey, this ain't your era no more. You're taking the spotlight, bitch. And Becky's like, what else did Nikki say? Nikki said something along the lines of, you're just as bad as your terrible, cowardly boyfriend, husband, whatever the fuck. Let me actually read what the script says. She was listening backstage and everything Becky was saying was so true. She is one of the greatest of all time. Thank you. But she remembered when she first met her and she knew she stepped away because the women's division was in such great hands. Blah, 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 blah. She stabbed everyone in the back and is handcuffing a generation of talent instead of raising them up. Blah, 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 blah. Was she really that jealous of watching women like Lyra kill it, or was Hollywood not what she thought it would be? Oh, snap. Uh-oh. She said Becky wasn't making it. Let's see here. Her husband is a big fat liar. And then Becky said, hey, don't be making fun of my hot husband. Which is funny. That would be something you had to say if your... I love this. Let me get this out. She says, me and my hot husband are the greatest wrestling couple of all time. But at what point, that would have been you and your... And the crowd was like, oh, shit. Oh, wait, you can't see him anymore. Oh, she cooked her. Put some hot sauce on that burrito, baby. Damn. That segment was done. The moment she did that line, I was like, okay, Nikki, just go home. Just go home, Nikki. It's over. The crowd was shouting, holy shit. Becky's like, yeah, holy shit. Like, Nikki, shut up. Becky just cooked you. It's a wrap. But they're gonna do her and Nikki, and I'm just like, can we not? I don't want to do this match. But you know, Nikki was in the car crying, like, why did Becky say that? Why you say that, Becky? That wasn't funny. It was hilarious. She put some hot sauce on that burrito, baby. Sorry, that'll never be funny to me. Becky Lynch is walking backstage when Natalya rolls up on her with Alpha Academy in tow. Natty berates her for attacking Nikki and challenges her to a match. Becky accepts, but not a match with Natty Neidhart, but against Maxine Dupree. All right, Maxine. Yo, I want to see MMA Natalya show. Can we get MMA Natalya versus Becky? Please? God, Natalya is such a fucking boss on Bloodsport. Get that Natalya on Raw. That Natalya needs to be on Raw. Fuck that shit, man. I don't want to see Natty Neidhart. Hey, guys. No, I want badass Natalya coming out to Metallica. Seek and destroy. Whatever. Maybe if it was LA Knight and Seth Rollins, it basically ends with a disqualification because CM Punk said, "Bitch, I want my leg back." So CM Punk gets involved, attacks Seth Rollins. LA Knight's like, "Bitch, what the fuck you doing? You cost me my match." So CM Punk's like, "I don't give a fuck." And then Braun Breaker hits that ramp run spear, almost kills CM Punk. Bronson Reed comes in, takes out LA Knight and CM Punk, and we're about to go off the show until Roman Reigns' music hits. Boom, doom, bum, bum, ba na ma ma bum, bum, ba na 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 na. Nah, shows up. Roman Reigns comes running down, takes out Braun Breaker, takes out Bronson Reed, is laying the smacker down on Seth Rollins, and then he gets blindsided. Curb stomped. And then Bronson Reed hits someone, not one, not two, but 3 tsunamis, and then takes his shoes again. And that's how we end the show, with the Vision standing tall. So, they've set up Seth Rollins versus LA Knight, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Those are his next 3 matches. Cool. I like it a lot. But eventually we gotta get Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. And then Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn. So yeah, Roman Reigns is probably out. Jey Uso's probably gotta take on Seth as well. Ooh, Seth versus Jey Uso. Okay. I feel it. I got a feeling. Woo-hoo. I like it. But yeah, that was Raw. Okay. It was a follow-up. That's all I got to say. It was a follow-up. That's it. What else you want me to say? It was an episode. How y'all feel about it? Y'all the ones in the live chat. Y'all talk to me. How we feel about Raw, Brock Lesnar, and Karrion Kross? Woo, Lord. I can't wait for SmackDown, though. SmackDown gonna be nuts. Ooh, yeah.
Another update. Tico want more 2 nights with MITB, Royal Rumble, and Survivor Series. Honestly, I think we don't need it.
No, we don't, but that's what they're gonna do. And there's a reason for it, too. Like, 2 nights of Royal Rumble, we knew that one was coming. One night will be the Women's Rumble, one night will be the Men's Rumble. That makes sense, right? 2 nights of Money in the Bank, let me guess. 1 night for the Men's Money in the Bank, 1 night for the Women's Money in the Bank. Jesus Christ. Survivor Series, 1 night for Women's War Games, another night for Men's War Games. Can we not? Like, WrestleMania and SummerSlam, fine.
You weren't kidding when you say 40 is the new 30. Natalya kills it on Bloodsport. There's Roman, Seth, Cody, LA Knight. Becky is on her way also.
Still though, like we're cutting it a little too close with these wrestlers in their 40s though. Let's not go too crazy with it. WWE's parent company TKO drowning in $3.07 billion debt. Well, yeah, I mean when you do a merger, naturally speaking, you're gonna be in debt. So, Ron Red Nogales, please TKO. Only WrestleMania, please. My God, I've had enough of that. Yeah, they're overdoing it now. Too much content. It's way too much content. I agree. All right, let me back this up a little bit. Back it up. Give me 50 B's. What y'all talking about? Dwayne shouldn't bother being an on-screen character anymore. His second chance was at SummerSlam. Yeah, he's probably done. Maddo, Brock versus Stephanie, but I like it. Who wins? Probably Stephanie. Probably. Let me see what else y'all talking about. Be honest with yourselves. Karrion doesn't have it inside the ring. Yeah, he's not the best in-ring wrestler. You're right. JB snacking. What else we talking about here? Remember his Shredder outfit? I don't want to remember Karrion Kross's Shredder outfit. Can we not? Becky was spitting facts tonight. Oh, she cooked Nikki. Cooked that big ass. Nice ass, but still cooked the big ass. Ezekiel Castleton. That's that right? Castleton. Easy. I got you. I was done with wrestling for a minute after All In Weekend. How do y'all watch SummerSlam then Raw after SmackDown? We're gonna have to find out. SmackDown's gonna be interesting this week, though. Nikki looking around for Cena to save her. Cena's like, bitch, I don't know you shit. I don't like you. Right? Cena was like, I ain't coming to save you. We ain't together. I left your ass for a reason. Carlene Williams, as someone who's at the show, I thought the show was good. I attended as a fan, not a critic, so I was just trying to enjoy the show. But even with that, I think it was a decent episode. I'm not saying it was a bad episode. Ain't much happening. Ain't much happening with WWE right now. Which do you think was a bigger upset? Gangrel losing to Just Joe or Ezekiel Jackson losing to David Otunga? David Otunga. David Otunga beating Ezekiel Jackson was hilarious. When you're standing next to me! Let me see. It's all about me. It's all about the power. Yeah. That was a boss-ass theme song, though. Thank God NFL's almost here. No one cares about that dumbass game with pigskin. Who the fuck cares about pigskin? Does Alyx still watch AEW? I mean, I do, but who the fuck cares about AEW right now? It's garbage. Not garbage, but garbage. Alright, y'all, let me get out of here. Thank y'all so much for being here. That concludes SummerSlam weekend. You will see me again this Friday for SmackDown, where the international title will be defended weekly. Outside of that, thank you all so much for joining me. As you follow out, do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. I love you all, and I'll catch you guys next time right here in Alyx's World. The place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm out. Peace. When you're in